Hi everyone, it's Rishma, Occupational Therapist with OT for Life. Today I want to talk about setting goals, and I'm sure you're probably wondering, well, what does setting goals have to do with managing my stress? And there are two main ways that setting goals actually helps to effectively manage stress. And one of the most important ways is that setting goals actually helps to identify what your priorities are. And so once you identify what your priorities are, whether they're in your personal life, whether they're for your relationships, whether they're in your career or business life, whether they're for your own mental, emotional, physical well-being, once you identify what your priorities are, that can actually help you more effectively manage your time and help you to know where you want to focus your energies rather than reacting to life as it happens to you. So when we know what our priorities are, even when life throws some maybe curveballs at us, we're much better able to sort of say, okay, this is something I wasn't expecting, but it's actually not as high on my priority list because I have other things that are a higher priority to me right now. So yes, I will deal with that, but I will deal with that at a later time because I have all these other priorities that are more important. Versus feeling as though you have to react and respond to everything that comes your way. So I hope that makes some sense, that setting goals actually helps you to identify and better manage your time, better prioritize. And then the other way that it actually helps us manage our stress, if we do it correctly, right, is that setting goals actually helps us to sort of see where we're at, helps us to know, where am I at in terms of, is this where I wanted to be in my career? Is this where is this how I want my relationships to be? Is this the kind of health that I was hoping for myself, not just physical health, but emotional health, mental health and well-being? So when we set goals for ourselves, we're constantly sort of checking and rechecking to see where we're at, right? And in that way, it actually helps us again to more effectively manage our stress because it's building that awareness in us of, where we are at and where we want to be. And hopefully that doesn't increase our stress. Maybe sometimes it might, because if you're not anywhere near where you thought you were going to be, or if the goals that you set for yourself are not realistic or not achievable, that can definitely increase your stress. So the really important thing is when we set goals for ourselves, they have to follow the acronym called SMART. They have to be SMART goals. And SMART stands for specific, measurable, action-oriented, realistic, and timely. And when we set goals in the SMART format, then it actually allows us to flex our goals as we go along and adjust them so that if something unexpected does come along, we can sort of readjust our goals to better manage things that just sort of happen upon us. But again, it gives us this overall view of where we're headed in our lives, where we want to be and where we're at, and kind of what are the steps to get from where we want to be right now to where we want to be, in either 2 weeks or 2 months or 2 years or 2 decades. So if you need help with setting goals, because it's not as easy as I make it sound, it's certainly not. It takes time. It takes, back and forth really to make sure that the goal is achievable and realistic. And so, if you need help to figure that out, just give me a call. I'm happy to chat with you and happy to work through that process with you. I also have some templates I'm happy to share. So hope that this was helpful, and hope that you have a little bit of a better understanding of how setting goals, especially when the goals are SMART goals, can actually lead to a reduction in your stress levels. All right, that's all for now. Take care. And until next time, stay safe out there. Bye-bye.